any place you want to go, Orson.
Can I use my lore master to know like what maybe the best business in this Trader's Glen?
I would say you could roll. Yeah, it'd be pretty much cunning. It wouldn't necessarily be more. Roll with cunning, and you'll get stuff.
Okay. 7.
Okay. With a 7, it kind of depends. There isn't necessarily a best shop on it. It's more of everyone does. This is a very cutthroat, like, island of like trades. Like, there isn't really 2 competing liquor stores. There is the liquor store that put the other liquor store out of business, and the weapon store that put the other weapon store out of business. So there's kind of generally there isn't a lot of competing businesses. It just depends on what you're looking at.
Where's Clam Street? It's like Wall Street.
This entire thing is kind of like that. That's okay. We mentioned earlier that you see people running around. I think now that you like are in there and you rolled, you know that a lot of them are doing like trading between each other. They are still like. They're not doing it now. They're planning like, okay, well, I have a client in, I have some lizard cults clients up north who really need some liquor and weaponry. I'm going to go procure those to give to my client and then do trades that way. So there's a lot of in trading too. So that's how a lot of them keeping busy.
Pretty interesting. Okay. I'm just trying to think like where I'd want to go.
Could be anywhere. Could be doing influence things. Could be find things out. Could be just to buy stuff.
Is there a rival Gazette in town? Or no, probably not, right?
There isn't. Yeah, there isn't a news thing. What it is like a stock market. Like there are papers that come out with like who wants what at what price is what it is.
Is there a paper boy? Because they're getting my Gazette here somehow.
Small duck. You see a small duck waddle by. He's got a
duck,
little,
or is it a platypus?
No, it's a little duck. This one's actually a little duck. He's got little socks on his flippers, and he's got a little messenger bag. His hair is coiffed.
No pants, because that's just not the way.
He's Donald Duck in it. He's got a top.
In fact, I don't think any of us are wearing pants.
No, you are.
Hey,
at least some of you.
Paper duck. Yeah, come here.
He waddles over.
Like, how many of those papers you sell today? I give him like a little piece of, I don't know, coin, a small amount of money.
Okay, sure.
I don't want to say a coin because you said those are actually incredible.
Those are things, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, give him like a, I don't know, a shiny rock or something, whatever he finds valuable, but not expensive.
He says, well, money I find valuable, but that's
I mean, I give him a little bit of money, but I don't want to spend a whole coin.
That's fine. You can just say that you give him.
Yeah, I give him a nickel, whatever.
Sure. Yeah, the equivalent of a nickel.
Yeah.
Not a ton today, sir. Just a bit. Just a couple, maybe
it's your marketing strategy. What are you doing? Are you shouting in the streets?
I got my usual clients I go to, and I tell them that I got the papes.
Well, would you have other paper boys you work with? Paper people?
Nope, no paper people. It's just me, Ricky Quacks.
Just you, Ricky Quacks. Ricky Quacks, a one-man show. Did you beat out all the other paper boys in town?
I was the most charming, and I had the most paper.
And the rest are dead now.
and I pushed the rest of them off a raft.
Yeah, exactly. They're floating at the bottom of the flotilla. Well, Ricky Quacks, the best character ever. Ricky Quacks, if I give you a bunch of these gazettes I have packed away, and I give you how much money do I have? That's
your
like
depletion,
right?
Yeah.
So I have one more left that isn't X'd off, which means I'm going to be broke after this, right?
Correct.
If I give you, would that be a coin?
Yeah, that'd be like a significant amount of like to get someone to do something.
Okay. If I give you, Ricky Quacks, one coin and a stacks of these gazettes, will you go around passing out these gazettes that say how great Coolclaw Mine is, and that it's got lots of fox steel that it's willing to trade with Trader's Glen? Will you do that for me, Ricky Quacks?
Roll a charm.
Oh, a very bad 3.
That's very bad. Yeah, he says. Yeah, I'll do it.
How about I ask again? I want more enthusiasm here.
Yeah, he seems fine. No, he seems like he agreed.
Can I confuse his senses?
No, you can't. As far as you're concerned right now, he said yes. He doesn't seem shady. You don't know that you rolled a failure.
All right, I'll mark my depletion. I toss him a coin.
And the papers.
And I give him some of the papers. Ricky Quacks, I want you to make me proud. If you fuck this up, I will put you at the bottom of this thing.
All right, mister. Waddles off.
I'm not kidding, Ricky. You're gonna die tonight, Ricky.
I'll find you, Ricky.
I'll eat your face. I eat ducks for breakfast. Anyway, we can fade to black. So
yeah. You scream at Ricky. And we go back to, it's getting closer to the time. Poe, you are beginning to head back to try to, I assume that's where you
I'm walking back to meet everybody. I lick my dandelion. My eyes are like, whoa! I bump into somebody and I say, oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. And I keep walking. And as I keep walking, you see that the person I bumped into shakes their stuff off and it's a naked mole rat. It just keeps walking.
A mid-credit scene. Well, actually, you do bump into somebody. That could happen. But afterward, you bump into another person. And do you say the same thing?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
Well, I saw you, buddy. And you see this figure has a lavender scarf concealing the bottom half of their face and a hooded cloak covering the other half, so you can just barely see their yellow eyes. I heard you were in the market for some recreation.
I
Jesus.
I look around. I mean, yes.
Like the swamp guys.
I got a little. I mean, I don't exactly got a stall, but I got a little something for you.
What? Like what?
He pulls out a small pouch. We just call it nip around here.
Oh.
First taste is free, baby.
Oh my god, no.
This is exactly what Poe needs. I mean, what does it do?
He needs a crippling drug addiction. Yeah.
Well, some people, it affects everyone differently. Some people get a little more relaxed. Some people get a little more energy. It helps them be a little more creative. I think you just gotta try and find out.
Okay.
And hands you a small pouch.
What's the pouch made out of?
Leather. It's a small leather pouch. Bug leather.
Bug
leather. It's always bug leather. It's always bug.
Wait, what were you about to say though?
This salesman says, it can be inhaled through smoke. It can be snorted if you. Oh.
Just eat the whole bag.
See you in space, cowboy. And
what?
They walk off. And they walk off.
They fly backwards.
They burst into cubes and reassemble somewhere else.
That was weird.
Oh,
just keep licking my dandelion.
Can't leave him alone for even a few minutes.
Poe, Orson, and Jack, it is now kind of right before when dusk is near falling. You all kind of assume you're going to go back and get the message probably before you head out there. So that was discussed.
Did I finish making my item?
Yeah, it's not your item to keep. It is his item, but you were there to witness it. The foxdeal, the ingot was payment for him teaching you.
Oh, okay.
But it's a very fine. Actually, no. Why don't you to roll with your cunning?
10.
Yeah, it was your. This was your first. You definitely watched him for the majority of it, but toward the end, he kind of guided you along a little bit, and you helped. It is a very nice foxsteel dagger. And towards the end, he says, a lot of times when we're making these things, we're not making things. Blacksmiths have a little crest. Mine is this. He's got a little paw mark on the side of a lot of his equipment. He said, so you got to come up with your own. Do you have any ideas?
I'm gonna. I'll do a bird's foot.
Okay. And
right,
you make the little. The
don't
engraving.
copy his homework so bad next time.
Yeah. No, I mean, he takes it as an honor. He looks happy as you do that. He displays it with the rest of his and says, hopefully I see more out there someday.
Well, thank you for all the knowledge, and I hope you put in a good word for the trade route, because then we can get more of this stuff to you, and maybe even there'll be a shipment with some special markings on it.
He smiles, and then I think during this half day you spent with him, at some point the Leonard did come by and talk to him, and just briefly to mention that there was a meeting tonight. And he looks as the sun meets, oh yeah, I gotta head over, and he kind of jets off as you say this. But he's appreciative.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jack, Orson, and Poe, you are now meeting kind of where you docked your boat, basically.
See me grab a few of my gazettes out of the garbage can. You're like, Ricky Quacks dies tonight!
You just see me panting because possums can't sweat. They only sweat through their paws and their tongues, I think. So just, why is it so hot? God.
I need you to roll 2d. I just straight up 2d6. Poe.
Wait, I'll roll these ones. I think these are the Dutchy. Okay, I'll go with that. That's a 2 and a 4, so that's 6, I think.
Okay, that's not bad. It's a 6. It's plus your might. Do you have any might?
Oh, might?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay,
I got 0 might.
Okay. You guys see Poe. His mouth is open and his pupils are just huge.
Poe,
what did you do?
Do you need to...
Every time it cuts to me, it's a live action footage of a real possum.
Oh, do you need to lay down?
I am laying down. Standing straight up.
I don't think Poe can go to the talk tonight.
I'm gonna lean into Orson. We should leave him here.
We should throw him in the... Oh, yeah. Sure, yeah, leave him here. Hey, can you talk to this trash can? Actually... No, that would be bad. That would be bad for my reputation if I had him pass out all the gazettes that Ricky threw out. As much as I would love to repurpose this, turn it into a win. Poe, there's a very important person that needs to talk to you over here.
Are you gonna eat that?
No, it's all yours, buddy. Oh, he might not survive the night.
It's Lumpy. You need to talk to Lumpy. Talk to Lumpy.
Poe, you need to find a duck named Ricky Quacks. I need you to throw him in the water.
I'm on it!
You got this.
I just face forward into the water.
Me and Jack step over. Go through the meeting.
Yeah, you see, well, not to the meeting. You see the note come back you see the small boat with a, there's an otter on it. Hands you the note back, which says,
right, go fuck yourself.
We fire at dawn. It says we would be willing to hear their terms, if, just let us know when, and we will send a small group of diplomats over.
Yeah, I did good before I got drugged.
to Trader's Glen to talk.
Oh, okay. These are from the.
Yeah, you're talking to the. This message
they
was
want,
to the Woodland.
They want us to bring people to the blockade.
No, they'll come here. So they said.
Oh, okay. Well, tell them to come here. We're gonna go to the meeting right now.
Okay.
Right.
You send a message back. So you give the message to the otter that nods and heads back on the boat.
Might be better if they didn't come to the meeting.
No, okay. Yeah, you're right. Damn, there he goes.
He's already pedaling up.
Wait, hold on. Can we just sit back? We're like, we'll discuss first, and then we'll send him a note we'll tell him when.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
is he gonna hang out here? This guy?
He will. Yeah.
Just tell him to hang out here until.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
You
What's your name, buddy? What's your whole backstory?
I'm just a simple man. I had dreams. I had aspirations. I was gonna run a big old wood carving shop. I was gonna make plates, wood plates. I was gonna make belt buckles. Listen, my hands. I got arthritis. Auto
God, look at those
righteous.
hands.
I don't want to talk to you, Chad.
My hands can't anymore. What am I supposed to do?
You should be a woodchuck, by the way.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You don't think I heard that from my mom?
You don't know how much wood these woodchuck hands could chuck for woodchuck wood.
He cries and jumps into the ocean.
Oh my god. They're not gonna like this. No, anyway. Okay, I guess me and Jack go to the meeting and we tell that guy to wait. We'll talk to them first and then we'll get them to
Who's all at the meeting?
We're gonna find out, won't we?
You're about to find out.
A bunch of colorful characters with backstories and
As for he was one of them. Yeah, you get to the town meeting, and there is, as you kind of enter, it is a relatively small building. It doesn't seem like it's used as often as it might be in other places. Its main purpose is really like a trading center where, like I said before, a lot of people do quick exchanges, figure out who wants what and where. There are papers with numbers scattered throughout. But what you do see is there are not chairs. There are about 5 figures kind of just standing in a circle, kind of huddled and just chatting with each other. You do see
the center of him is Ricky Quacks, mastermind of it all.
Mister, you fell for my scheme. Now that I got you 1 coin.
I can rule this place that I invest. Anyway, sorry.
You do see, you see the Barksmith. You see Leonard Smoothville. You see another otter, the one that was running the Potent Potables, and you see a seagull with a very a nice robe with a lot of large pouches on it.
Me and Jack kind of announce ourselves, I assume. Hello, everybody. We're here to talk about the solution to all your problems.
Leonard said, come over, please. I briefed them. They're willing to listen.
Did you hand them copies of the Gazette?
I did.
Might explain a few things about how great things are going at Coolclaw Mine, and we have a surplus of fox steel that Lord Scowl would like to trade with you guys. And
quick, you look up at the ceiling for a brief moment, and Poe is just on the ceiling, looking down like the mom from Hereditary.
I was gonna say from Hereditary. Skitters away.
Where was I?
Ignore him, person. Ignore him.
He's got a surplus of fox steel that I think you guys will find very beneficial, and I think we can work with the blockade to get them out of here.
Roll a charm. Persuade.
And I nod and wink at the seagull. Oh, your feathers. You said a charm.
Which one of them is the Woodland Alliance representative?
Or
they didn't come. They told not to.
You did get away with that.
I got an 8.
They kind of discuss among themselves for a minute. We all talked, and we're willing to do trade. We definitely like the trade with the fox steel. A friend here, the Barksmith, could definitely use it to make some greater goods for other factions.
Right.
What do you let's start with that before we get to the other situation. What is your provider, this fox steel? What's he looking for in return?
Do we have a note?
No.
Of what he's? Oh, we don't know what he would send us all the way out here, and we don't have anything to work with.
You know that what he wants is supplies. There wasn't this is how he trusts in you, all you three, as envoys and people to basically barter
make
and trade.
A good deal.
Yeah. So he didn't give you amounts or anything.
Okay, so we just want a good deal out of this, essentially. But this is a trade route, right? It's going to be back and forth forever, hopefully.
You're hoping so.
Yeah. Well, Lord Scowl is hoping, fox steels are pretty valuable and unique mineral / ingot you can find only near where he lives. And he's looking for a good deal on it, but he would like to, sweeten the pot. And, you'll be the only place that can really sell it because he has not established a trade route anywhere else yet. And maybe he won't if he doesn't need to. Just throwing that out there. And you have you can even sell probably to your blockade here in the future instead of having them blockade you.
Roll plus cunning. Or, well, actually, no, you don't need to. You would know this. What you're saying is not entirely truthful. It's not that there is only foxsteel in Coolclaw Mine. There are other places for them to get it. It might be, it's very prevalent here and there, willing to trade, but it's not an exclusive source. So you can lie to them and say it's an exclusive source, but that is a lie.
Let me tweak that this is an abundant source of it and it's accessible to them.
It's easily accessible.
Right, exactly. I wasn't sure what I thought maybe it was unique to that area. Sorry.
No.
You could say it's the closest, so it would be the fastest.
It would be a very
fastest supply chain.
Right. It'd be better than doing it anywhere else.
Okay, and they actually give us a minute. And they kind of discuss amongst themselves for a minute.
Here's what Poe.
It's Tuesday.
Go find Ricky Quacks. I asked you to do one thing for me. I asked you to eat a duck.
Actually, I should have said it at time. That's fine. Paul, roll a 1d6.
Oh no, just 1d6.
You just one.
I got a 6.
Part of me wants to just roll real dice too, just for funsies.
Yeah, you can.
I'm rolling the root dice here. Look at this. They got all one for every single faction, and on the 6s is their faction symbol. Huh. So I've been rolling the what's it called? The Woodland Alliance is the acorns. But yeah, I got them all in here. Here's the Airy. Here's the Lizard Cult, and I don't know who these ones are.
It's a nerd. So, Poe, you now feel incredibly energized. You gain a little bit more lucidity, but you feel like you could take on the world right now. It's how you are currently feeling on this drug.
I'm gonna rip the duck in half!
Yeah!
You see me?
I've agreed with all day.
A light goes by outside, and as it goes by, Poe's just gone from the corner.
The terror of Trader's Glen.
A car headlight goes by.
It's like a road runner with like a fucking lantern.
Man, that would have been actually a pretty cool character to be.
A road runner with a lantern.
With that specifically. Okay, we talked. A
lightning bug.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Here's where we're currently at.
Yeah, let's talk.
We will do some trade. We'll give them. He gives us the foxsteel. We only have one blacksmith here, so we don't need like a million. But we'll give them, some supplies, some food, some. If that's what they're looking for, we have plenty of wine and liquor here. In return, actually, he writes down amounts on a piece of paper first, and he says, and there's a clause there. If we're willing to do this trade route, the foxsteel has got to be exclusive to us. No trading outside of that clearing.
I think that's fair. I think this is what Lord Skull wanted, honestly. But we need to do it. How do the numbers look? We'll put it that
Roll cunning. Actually, I think Jack actually knows this because I think Jack rolled it higher. Jack, you can roll with a +1 if you want to.
I show it to Jack.
And you said with cunning?
Yes. And it's a +1 on top of that.
Oh, that's a 12.
The numbers to you seem it's pretty obvious it's in their favor. Like they're willing to take a lot of foxsteel for a little bit of food and drink, basically. Not like nothing, but it's definitely like GameStop prices. GameStop trading prices. I show it
to Jack. Jack just listen here, guys.
It's a little one-sided here, especially because you're the ones that can't get in and out right now.
If you want a little sweet in the pot here, you want exclusive rights to this foxsteel. This is a very high ticket item. Even if you got only one blacksmith here, you can use it for other things than weapons and blacksmithing. You could sell ingots of this stuff for just cold hard cash. You could sell ingots to that blockade right now if you really wanted to, even. And so we need you to just sweeten these numbers a little bit. I like where we're heading. This is a negotiation, so we're talking.
Roll persuade.
Where is that? Oh, persuade an NPC. I do it, and it is not good. It's a 4.
That's pretty bad. That can even be
Yeah.
switched.
Can I use an exhaustion on it? Or
You can't. You can't. There's no, unless you have like a reroll mechanic. No, there's no exhaustion. Is only. It would have to be. What you're at? What are you at? 6 or 5?
I got a 4.
No, because yeah. And if Chris was here, everyone could possibly get an exhaustion to help you to make it a 7, but that's it.
Oh God! I wish we had a naked 4 out.
Okay. Well, we can make it maybe a little higher, but here's the thing. We still have the blockade to worry about. So, well, let's table these numbers for now. And maybe we can talk. Maybe once we start, maybe these are the initial numbers, and maybe if it goes well, we'll be willing to give a little bit more out. But the blockade, here's what we're willing to do for that. We want a 9 ships. About the size they have now, or we would settle for 6 larger ships in the period of 3 months made, and they will be inspected by our skipper here. And if it's a code, then we will give them the weapons and armor that they so desire.
Oh, you want them to make you boats when they could barely make themselves weapons?
Yeah.
I think a deal like that will only work after they win the war. I'm just saying, I'm not their guy, but I don't think they're gonna go for boats when they're looking for weapons. But you want to take some of the boats they currently have, or make new boats?
Hold on, and they discuss once more. I did say there was 5. The one person that did not scrap yet, there is another otter that has kind of green like ascot scarf, a coat, looks fairly weathered. And you did hear Leonard refer to him as skipper. So you assume he's a boatsman.
What do you think, skipper? Or he's
they're discussing kind of. Yeah, he doesn't hear you. They're discussing privately currently.
That guy knows boats.
I mean, and Leonard is kind of the mouthpiece for these people. I mean, we can't. I unfortunately here at the Riverfolk Traders Glen, we don't really deal in promises of we'll help you get a boat later. We would be willing to take 9 of their current boats, if they want to, or like I said, over a period of 3 months, they build us some, or some combination. Maybe they give us 6 now, 3 now, and build the rest, and then afterward we'll give them armor. Maybe we'll give them a little advance, but not much.
Out of character, really quick. I'm trying to remember from last session. Why did we bring the ballista?
I think just for funsies. I don't know if you had a reason.
What was it?
I want to say it was something that we potentially said we can offer as something to trade with them.
What is it?
Or possibly
the thing that Jack made. The saw launcher thing.
Oh, I don't.
To which Tom, you weren't actually here when we kind of came up with the idea that the Woodland Alliance would maybe help. We did mention that we could use the wood saw to cut down on the time it would take to build the boats, because we'd just shoot down the forest with that.
Well, Jack, why don't you take it away about how maybe let's tell these people how maybe we can convince them to help them build boats.
Well, we have we brought an invention here, also courtesy of Lord Scowl, who helped fund and create this, and it's a great way to get lumber down real fast. You could mass produce much faster with it.
You could increase the size of this here flotilla in months.
And sorry, just to clarify, you're giving this to us? Oh, I mean, as part of the trade, or
what do you think, Jack? Can I talk to Jack on the side?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you kind of go back.
We got our own thing over here. You don't see Poe anywhere, do you?
We cut to Poe. Wait, let's cut to Poe for a second. Poe, what are you doing?
I'm in the middle of Coolclaw Mine, and I just go, how did
He's teleporting around the world.
How did I get here?
Oh no!
Cut back.
We'll cut back to Orson and Jack.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think we need to use your ballista as collateral.
I think we could probably say it's a temporary tool loan.
I don't know, but see, if we give them it will help them. I know you love this is your baby and you love it, but it's gotta grow. It's gotta grow on its own.
Well, the problem is Scowl needs it. We
Scowl
need to
needs it? What does he need more? Does he need this, or does he need a trade route? Can we make more? You know how to make them, right?
Yeah.
So he needs you. He doesn't need that. And we don't need to bring it back with us. If we give them this, maybe they'll sweeten the pot, and we can convince the blockade to help build the boats, knowing you have tech.
Can Poe just like materialize?
It's not, I mean, from the shadows. I mean, it's not magic, but Poe does come from the shadows here.
One thing you could potentially do is give them. Hi. One thing you could potentially do, and I'm talking like too fast, is that you can give them the blueprint so they can build one themselves.
But then you lose the patent. I think right now it's valuable because Jack knows how to build it.
Please, it's called a patent in this world.
Oh my god. It's not a clawtent. Our claws on this is that.
we could tell them that they can borrow this for now, and once we get up and running, if things look good, they can just keep.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah, loan it out for now.
Almost like a rent to own.
Yeah, rent to. Okay, I like that because that's what I wanted. I wanted to give them possibly an option to keep it if they want it. Yeah, if they decide they want to keep it after the loan period.
Also, I feel like they're asking for too many of the same thing. Like, maybe split up not just boats for them, but, like, other labor. Like, maybe they can build 2 boats, but then also fix anything around town. Like, they don't have to all be on boats.
They want boats. They get it.
Yeah.
Or
we're not here to change their
they can
lives.
help us.
Well, no, it's just if that seems like too much of an extreme demand for them, they're seemingly not too...
If we have this tech that could help...
Wait,
go ahead.
Maybe in trade for one of these, not show them, not give them the blueprint, but...
No, don't give them the blueprint. I don't think you should do that.
They help us make more, and they can keep one.
Ooh, there you go.
They might be down for that.
Yeah, build...
Then it's like a team-building exercise, and we all get together.
That way they can get boats, they can get a faster way to chop down trees, and...
You're changing lives here, Jack.
Yeah. And then that'll get rid of the blockade, and then...
Right about you in the Gazette.
Pulled away into the darkness like a deadite.
Swap guns. What was that?
Okay, that's
okay. I think that's what we're gonna tell them. Do we have?
Yeah, you do.